Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to the Nectar of Bhagavatam series. In this series, we relish one verse of Bhagavatam every single time. So today's verse is the very first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, which goes like this. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratashardheshvabhidnyah swarat Tene brahmarudaya adi kavaye muhyanti yatsurayah तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. Satyam Param Dhimahi. We are meditating on absolute truth. Absolute truth means that truth which exists despite what time it is, exist in past, in present, and in future, and exist at every place. That is called as absolute truth, irrespective of past, present, future, and irrespective of the time and circumstances. The truth that exists is called as Satyam Param. So we meditate on that truth because we want to live in the atmosphere of truth. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. So more we resonate with the reality, the more our existence becomes purified and we live a real life, real fulfilling life. So we meditate on absolute truth. Now this absolute truth can be taken in 5 different ways. What an amazing verse. So we will see all 5 different meanings. Let's see the first meaning, which is the very straightforward meaning. Absolute truth is Parameshwar. Janma Adyasya Yataha. Janma Adi means the creation, maintenance, and destruction, from whom the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this world takes place. Yataha Anvayaditaratasya artheshu abhidnyaswarat. So, who is knowing every nuances, every single detail? Sarvata pani padam tat sarvatokshi shiro mukham sarvata shrutimulloke sarvamavritti tishtati. That Parameshwar knows every single details of this world, in every nook and corner of this cosmos. What's going on? Krishna knows. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjana bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kashana. So that Parameshwar, that Krishna as Parameshwar, his Parameshwar feature, all controlling feature, Artheshu Abhidnya Swarat, and who is all powerful, all knower, all powerful. As we know, God is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Suraya, who gave Brahmaji the knowledge of how to create this universe, and all the demigods are bewildered in the matter of creation, how it has taken place. Tejo Varimurdam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha. Trisarga is this uh, lower planetary system, middle planetary system, upper planetary system, which appears like real because of his Maya Shakti. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. But that Lord is always aloof of Maya. Unto that, because of his own Dhamna, because his own influence. So we meditate on that absolute truth. This is the first meaning. Second meaning. Now, Satyam Param could be taken as Krishna, who is son of Nanda Maharaj. So let's understand the second meaning while taking Satyam Param to be Krishna. Not just Parameshwar, but the Krishna, original feature of Krishna as Nanda Nanda. So then how does this verse apply? Janma Adyasya. Janma Adyasya. Adya is Krishna. Janma, whose Janma happened in the house of Vasudev. Yato Anuvayad Itarata. From there he went to Vrindavan. Yeah, Gokul. From Mathura, he went to Gokul. Why? Artheshu Abhidnya Swarat. Because he knew Artheshu Abhidnya, he knew that all my devotees are there in Gokul waiting for me. to perform various kinds of leelas. And Swarat. So Krishna looks very beautiful when he is surrounded by all Vrajavasi devotees. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavaye. And he, in his pastime as Nandanandan Krishna, he gave knowledge of Vrindavan to Brahmaji after Brahma Vimohan Leela, or let's say during Brahma Vimohan Leela. Muhyantiyat Surya, and in his pastimes, many times we see that demigods like Indra become bewildered about Krishna's identity, and he showers rains, thinking that Krishna is just ordinary child, and then begs forgiveness later. Lord Shiva becomes bewildered, and he fought on behalf of Banasur with Krishna. So like that, Muhyantiyat Surya, Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatratri Sargom Risha. So by Krishna's arrangement, three creations uh, like Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham, and Hari Dham, they become manifest or real, mm, uh, or they are real rather in this sense. So Dhamna Swena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam, and Krishna's Vrindavan Dham is always beyond any illusion. Satyam Param Dhimai. That Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna, we meditate upon. Let's see the third meaning. Third meaning is Satyam Param to be taken as Krishna, who is beloved of gopis. Gopinath Krishna, Gopikanta Krishna. So how then this verse applies? Janma Adyasya, Adyam is Shringar Ras, conjugal love. So that Krishna of gopis, Krishna with gopis, you can say, in whom the from whom the Shringar Ras is born. So the mundane Shringar Ras is very abominable. The real Shringar Ras, the transcendental Shringar Ras, is born from Krishna's Leelas with gopis. Yato Anvayad Itaratashya Artheshu Abhidnya Swarat. Anvaya Vyatirek. Hmm. Uh, that means this um, interaction is experienced in Sambhog and Vipralambha, Anvay and Itaratash. Gopis love with Krishna. Krishna's loving interactions with gopis, they are experienced in Anvay and in Itaratash. Itarata means Vyatirek. So Sambhog and Vipralambha. In both ways, gopis relish the divine love with Krishna, Krishna relishes love with gopis. Artheshu Abhidnya Swarat. Krishna is full of knower of 64 different arts and sciences. And Swarat, his Abhidnya and Swarat, he knows how to please gopis through those 64 arts. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavai. And he gave this knowledge to Shukadeva Goswami in the heart. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavaye. Or you can say he gave this knowledge to Vyasdev himself in the heart. Adi Kavi is Vyasdev here. Muyanti Yat Surayaha. And others who are not knowledgeable, such mundane poets, they become bewildered in that. So he gave this knowledge to Bharat Muni rather. Yeah, Adi Kavai is Bharat Muni. The Shringar Ras knowledge is given to Bharat Muni in the heart, and other mundane poets, they become bewildered in this matter. They think that Krishna's Leela is something like mundane affairs. Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo. So just like one may think that in Bhumi, sometimes the earth looks like water, the water looks like fire when there is reflection. So such illusions are created. Yatra Sargom Mrisha. And by this Krishna's dealings with the gopis, all three creations, like creations of uh, Lakshmi Gan, the Lakshmis in Vaikuntha, the Mahishis in uh, Mahishis in the Dwarka Dham, and and Devi Ganas in the heavenly planets. All these three creations become successful simply by Krishna's interactions with gopis. So Krishna with the gopis is the absolute truth. So Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kokam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So by its own influence, the Shringar Ras of Krishna with the gopis, or this Krishna with the gopis, their purity of their interactions, it stands beyond all illusion, despite what the stupid mundane poets say, or mundane philosophers say. So then fourth meaning, Satyam Param Dhimai, Krishna with Radharani, the topmost of all the gopis. Ratha Yatha Radha Priya Vishnu Stasya Kundam Priyam Tatha Sarva Gopishu Saivaika Vishnu Ratyanta Vallabha. So Krishna's most dear Shri Radha. So Radha Krishna is the Satyam Param. Yugal Kishore is the Satyam Param. So let's see how. Janma Adyasya, same, Shringar Ras is born actually from them. Yato Anvayat Itaratasya. So he followed Radharani. Anu Ayat followed Radharani to taste that highest love of Radharani. Itaratasya went somewhere, giving up the company of all millions of gopis. He went somewhere. He's in seclusion with Radharani. By Artheshu Abhidnya Swarat, he knew exactly how this rasa will be expanded when everyone will become understand the glories of Radharani. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavaye. Adi Kavi is Shukadeva Goswami here, and Brahma means Rasa Panchadhyayi here. So Krishna gave this knowledge of Rasa Panchadhyayi within the heart of Shukadeva Goswami. Muyyanti Yat Suraya, hearing which the great devotees, Suraya means great devotees, Muyyanti, they fall unconscious. Tejovari Mridam Yatha Vinimoyo. When Radha Krishna, they wander in Vrindavan, the, the effulgent things like moon, they stand still and lose their effulgence out of ecstasy. They become stunned. The rock becomes liquid and it starts flowing, and river like Yamuna becomes solid, or it turns towards its source backward. So all this becomes possible. Trisargo Mrisha. By Radha Krishna's uh, pastimes only, Trisarga, the three types of gopis, their manifestation becomes relevant. Amrisha, uh, which is like Madhyama, Mrudvi, Prakhara. Yes, so these manifestation becomes, or other Surut Paksha, Swapaksha, Vipaksha, uh, they become utilized in Radha Krishna's service. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. So we, with our own Nirasta Kuhakam, with our own unadulterated intentions of pleasing Radha Krishna, meditate upon Satyam Param Yugal Kishore Radha Krishna. Dhimahi means all of us, remember. And now the last meaning, fifth meaning of same verse, Satyam Param means Shuddha Bhakti Yoga. That is Satyam Param. Janma Adyasya, because the birth of Krishna happens within Shuddha Bhakti Yoga. Yato, Janma Adyasya Yato. Adya is Krishna. Krishna's birth happens, Krishna's birth in our heart happens by Bhakti Yoga. Anvaya Itaratasya. Directly or indirectly, all Vedas talk about Shuddha Bhakti Yoga. Akama Sarvakamo Va Mokshakamo Dharati Tivrana Bhakti Yogena Yajeta Purusham Param Savai Punsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Rajokshaje. Directly it is mentioned. Or indirectly, if you don't do it, Swishtasya Suktasya Buddhi Dattayo Avichyutartho Kabibir Niropito Yaduttama Shloka Gunanuvarnanam Naishkarmemapi Achyuta Bhavavarjitam Na Shobhati Jnanamanam Niranjanam. So all this, if bhakti is not added, karma, jnana, yoga, everything is futile. So directly, indirectly, bhakti yoga is glorified. Abhidnya Swarat. Bhakti yoga is Abhidnya and Swarat. Bhakti yoga does not require anybody's help, but every other yoga requires bhakti's help. Tene Brahma Rudaya Adi Kavaye. This knowledge is given in the heart of Adi Kavai Vyasadeva. And Muhyanti Yat Suraya, other philosophers like Vasishtha become bewildered in this case. Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimoyo. They consider that, oh, bhakti becomes tainted by three modes. But that is not true. Hmm. Uh, Three Sargom Risha, the three types of mixed bhakti. Uh, People think that, oh, bhakti has become contaminated by modes. No, bhakti yoga is always transcendental. Why? Dhamana svena sada nirastoko. Always free from three modes. Hmm. The practitioner may be in the modes, uh, and practitioner may be having a particular material desire, but that doesn't mean bhakti yoga is contaminated. Somebody who is performing Mishra Bhakti, he has Mishra desires. And if somebody having Shuddha Bhakti desires, so despite having any material desires, he can cross over all Mam Chayo Vyabhicharana Bhakti Yogena Sevate Sagunan Samadityetan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. So like that we take shelter of Satyam Param Dhimahi means we take shelter of Shuddha Bhakti Yoga or meditate upon Shuddha Bhakti Yoga. So these are the five very beautiful meanings of one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prati shloke prati akshare nana artha koy. Mahaprabhu could bring out 61 meanings, actually unlimited meanings. Out of them, 61 are brought out. Atma Ramasya Munayo. So, so that is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. And we'll conclude today, Krishna willing. We will meet again. Till then, have a very nice Krishna conscious day. Hare Krishna.